must be familiar with the terms data science and data analytics. This video would help you understand these new disciplines and some frequently asked questions related to them, like what is data and why it is in the limelight? What are the disciplines of data science and data analytics? How they evolved? Why these disciplines? And finally, if you are interested in these careers, then how to get there? Let us begin where it all begins, that is, the data. Organizations have for a long time been using their internal data and even external data from their operating environments to know what is going on and how to operate efficiently or formulate good strategy. But today, we live in a different space, that is, in a digital world. This digital world has created a flood of endless amounts of data continuously being generated through internet-based businesses, YouTube, and social and professional platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Every swipe of your card, debit card or credit card or Metro card, meal card, or any other smart card for that matter, every swipe of that card, every click of your mouse button, every like that you post on social media, every purchase that you make, every internet search that you do, all content that you stream online, and even your physical movements, if you carry, say, a smartphone with motion sensors and other sensors, what they call geomagnetic field sensors, etc., to determine a device's position relative to a frame of reference. Each such activity is creating data regarding you, your actual purchases, purchase preferences, interest areas, hobbies or favorite pastimes, your social and psychographic profile, and even your travel history and physical movements. According to a well-known statistic that came out 2 years back in 2018, over 2.5 exabytes of data was created globally every single day. And by now, this figure has increased about 3 times. According to an estimate, if we find the average amount of data created per person on this earth every second, it comes to 1.7 MB. That is to say, approximately 1.7 megabytes of data is created every second for every person on earth today. Well, so far I gave this usual description about this automatic generation of data that is taking place every moment in our connected world today through our own activity. But before we proceed, let us also know that different types of data may also be created consciously and creatively for specific objectives by governments, professionals, investigators, and researchers. Simple camera devices and more recently different types of sensors and electronic sensing technology such as an electronic nose along with Internet of Things have a big role to play in creating and capturing such data. Now, different types of motions, turbidity measurement of water, and even smells or flavors may easily be detected. I am reminded of a very interesting application being done for a chain of schools being run by a state government in India. The idea was very simple: to develop an intelligence system and apply analytics for ensuring clean toilets and better overall toilet management. Now, these schools are spread over a large area, and the manual system of inspection and monitoring of cleaning of toilets was cumbersome, to say the least, and also inefficient. Well, a simple solution was installation of camera devices at each toilet location to click real-time pictures of the toilets at different points of time. These pictures may then be analyzed at the back end and grouped into classes ranging from clean to unclean by a classification algorithm. This data can then be made available to the maintenance authority, who may undertake the cleaning of the unclean toilets in an efficient way. Elsewhere, under the Swachh Bharat mission, the Government of India has already started using IoT and image processing concepts using different types of sensors: smell sensors, IR sensors, sonic sensors, and RFID readers to create smart toilets at many places in India. Similarly, there are many other use cases, say in medical science. I would like to talk a bit about melanoma detection before we proceed further. Now, any medical practitioner or even Google will tell you that melanoma is a serious form of skin cancer. It is more dangerous because it can spread to other organs more rapidly if not treated at an early stage. Now, expert doctors study images of different cases of melanoma taken over time and classify them into different stages of the cancer. This expert classification is combined with machine learning algorithms to automate the process of screening of thousands of real or suspected cases of this cancer with a high degree of accuracy. By appropriate classification of these images, the doctors are able to better detect or predict melanoma early and are able to focus on those cases of melanoma at a very early stage. This has tremendously improved the rate of successful treatment of melanoma. So far, I talked about the use cases of smart toilet management and early melanoma detection to bring home the point that different types of data, in these cases images and even smells, may be created consciously for specific objectives or projects. And this data is in addition to the automatic data footprint of our normal daily activity, online as well as offline, that we talked about at the outset of this video. So, we have data everywhere. But what is the big deal, you may say? Why all this fuss about data? Well, this data is considered to be the new natural resource or oil, so to speak. This data happens to contain many patterns and trends that, if identified correctly, can act as valuable and powerful guides for operations, decisions, and strategy. But effective and successful use of data requires both technology, industry domain knowledge, and analytical skills. The fields of data science and analytics came into being for advancement of human knowledge and skills in these areas so that optimum use of this abundant resource may be made. Next, we discuss what are data science and data analytics and what is the difference. Data science and data analytics are new disciplines born in the 21st century, necessitated by this explosion of information in the information age. Data analytics can be defined as analysis of data to draw hidden insights to aid decision making. We have seen how we all generate huge amounts of data through our activity nowadays. This applies to private people, to organizations, businesses, governments as well. Now, let us look at a simple association rule detected by medical researchers. For instance, that people with blood pressure greater than 160 and an age greater than 65 years were at a high risk of dying from a heart stroke. Now, this kind of association rule is of great diagnostic value for doctors, who can then focus on treating such patients with urgent care and sensitivity. Or suppose a grocer is able to detect a simple pattern such as customers who buy butter and milk also buy bread 90% of the time. Now, this would also be a useful pattern for the grocer, who can then stock the products appropriately. Data analytics involves use of techniques and tools to find such novel, useful patterns from data. It involves organizing and modeling the data to test a particular hypothesis or answer a question. Knowledge of statistics and data mining is required in this role. On the other hand, the scope of data science includes the entire data processing chain, right from the data, databases, data warehousing, data mining, data visualization, analytics, and insights. A data scientist would ideally be familiar with all aspects of the discipline while specializing in a part of the area. Making sense of big data is also included in the domain of data science and analytics. There are various statistical techniques and data visualization tools which are deployed in order to collect, transform, cleanse, classify, and convert data having great variety, volume, and velocity into easily understandable dashboards and reporting formats. A comprehensive set of quantitative and qualitative approaches are used for deriving valuable insights from data. Data science encompasses all processes that include capturing, storing, ingesting, cleaning, warehousing, extracting, categorizing, and choosing the right data as per the domain requirement, and then deriving various patterns, relations, connections, and other such valuable insights from it. Data analytics, on the other hand, has greater focus on the analytical processing and insights part. The main objective here is use of technology, statistical techniques, and big data to identify and answer important business questions such as patterns and correlations. Thus, a data analytics professional is more likely to be retrieving data from and querying data from databases, doing mining, and analytical processing of data for actionable insights. This is Dr. Sangeeta Trehan, Dean of Satyug Darshan Institute of Engineering and Technology, an AICTE approved, front-ranking engineering and management institute in the National Capital Region of India with affiliation to JC Bose University of Science and Technology, Faridabad, signing off part 1 of this video. In the subsequent parts of this video, I will be talking about the other frequently asked questions that I mentioned at the outset, like why these disciplines of data science and analytics are in vogue. And finally, if you're interested in these careers then how to get there step by step. So keep watching and keep learning.